What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank y'all so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully, you hit that like button as well, for that is the only price of admission for our live streams, is to hit that like button. Make sure you hit that thing, guys. Hit the like button. Push this algorithm because we need it. We need that extra push. And when you pull up in here and you hit the like button, do me one other favor. And what's going on, Carlos? Shout out to Carlos for being the very first person up in here. When you pull up in here and you hit that like button, the next thing to do is just to write one thing that you are grateful for inside of the chat. I'll start off. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my audience. I'm grateful for my platform. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for freedom. I'm grateful for liberty. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for the roof that's over my head that was given to me by the Lord. I'm grateful for being protected from seen and unseen dangers as me and my family slept. I'm grateful to be able to go to and fro without any crutches or any help. I'm grateful to be able to drive by myself, see for myself, to take care of my family, to be able to communicate and hug on the people that love me, communicate with people who care about me and have a kind word of encouragement for me. I'm grateful for many things. So by me being able to, and I can go on and on and on because God, I know how blessed I am in the Lord. I know how much the Lord has touched my life and how much positivity has come over me because the Lord has been involved in my life. So, y'all, it's your turn now. Y'all let me know one thing that you're grateful for. Shout out to Wheezy Wee up in the house tonight. She says, I'm grateful for HRT this morning. All right. All right. I'm grateful to be alive and for my beautiful wife. Let's go, sir. What's going on, Jared? Shout out to Jared, man. Louis B. Fisher said, I'm grateful for another day on this lovely earth. Absolutely. Absolutely. That what's his name? What's his name? The old guy that's a senator that's been running as an independent forever. Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders say that global warming, he's out there fighting the global warming issue, and trying to be a tree hugger and get people to care more about the environment in the country, about the trees. We're gonna have a good conversation today, man. But we're gonna wait until a couple of people pull up, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. What's going on, B? Shout out to B. Yeah, Hadassah is in the building. Hadassah is always pulling up, being helpful. Yeah, shout out to Hadassah, shout out to B, Wheezy, Louis B. Fish, and Jared. All my greens pulled up in here. My blues are up in here. They're pulling up as well. And I do realize you guys have a lot more to do. It's in the middle of the day. It's in the middle of the morning. It's 10:50. Everybody's working. Van, why in the hell are you going live while everybody's at work? Because I'm at work too. I'm at work too. And whoever's able to see this will see it. But we're going to have a good conversation, man. We're going to talk about gas prices. We're going to talk about the difference between the gas prices around the world, around the country, versus in places like California. We're going to talk about the difference between the gas prices today versus 3 years ago under the Biden administration, when there was no wars going on and the gas prices was still $5 and plus. I'm gonna get all that information set up for you guys, but hit the like button, guys. Let's get it going, man. I am thankful to be up in the building today. I was debating whether or not I was going to go live today, and let me know if you can hear me okay, because sometimes when I go live, um, my audio is a little wonky. You know what I mean? And people will let me know later on in the stream, and I will be thinking that I'm Gucci, but the whole time, not so much. Not so much. Shout out to Oh No She Didn't. If y'all are not following Oh No She Didn't and Hadassah Inspired, listen, we got a whole bunch of new content creators who are doing their thing. They're doing their big one, man. They're doing their big one for real. Like, they're shaking and moving. They're learning the process. And they are going to be on a lot of your favorite content creators' heels very soon. Very soon. Shout out to Wise, from A Righteous Perspective. I want to give him a shout out. Last night he pulled up. He was a part of our content creators call, our group call, our class that we have. And he dropped some nuggets to the people up in the building. Um, that's just what he does, man. So shout out to that brother. Shout out to that brother, man. It's like when you talk to different people, when you talk to different people and you just see their character, this brother, he definitely represents good Christian values. You can definitely tell that he was military before, because of how he moves, how he communicate with people, his knowledge on world affairs. So shout out to that brother. Yeah. Um, oh yeah. So okay, so he's live right now. All right, let's get it. All right, so let's go and get into the conversation, guys. We're gonna start off with something a little weird first, but I want to see what y'all think about this, man. It's completely up to you all how y'all see this. Listen to this in its totality. I will not interrupt it, and I will make sure that I have it separately as its own video later on, just so you won't have to see the live stream itself in order to be able to see this one small clip. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Chud the Builder. We're talking about Chud the Builder. That's the gentleman who goes from um, city to city, live streaming as he asks black people if they believe in freedom of speech, and when they say yeah, he would drop the N word on them in a way that stirs up a little bit of controversy and conversation. So that's where we are right now. And a lot of people are speaking out against it. I was one of the first people online speaking out against it. And I got attacked like crazy on X. And honestly, I wasn't even attacking him or anything because he was white. I wasn't even attacking him because he was using the N word. I was actually talking about the conversation. I was introducing the conversation of Chud the Builder because of how his intent seemed to be a little off. And he was in a situation. He was in a situation. He was in a black neighborhood. People recognized who he was. He got people was up in his face, and it almost went down. And he called the police and was like, "Come look at this person. This person got this. This person got a gun. This person spit on me. This person did this. This person did that. They won't let me go." None of that stuff. All I'm saying is, Chud or any antagonizing content creator out there, if you're going to agitate people or instigate some type of negative reaction from somebody, don't be surprised when you get it. That's it. That's just called common sense. That's just called being mature. You know what I mean? Just understanding that the likelihood of somebody matching your energy is very high if you continue to do it. If you do it consistently enough, someone will match your energy. And no one's saying not to use the N word or I can't believe he's using the N word. No, nobody's saying that. It's just the intent behind it. Why are you out there antagonizing people so that you can get some type of negative response so you can get these people arrested, or so that you can either mace this person or legally shoot someone based off of self-defense of your right of free speech? So we got a lot of stuff to discuss. And also, two rappers were involved in something. I don't know if y'all heard of Bobby Shmurda from New York. Bobby Shmurda, he sent out a video saying that next time he see a few people in the street, including but not limited to a rapper that I'm about to show you, he said he's going to shoot them on live camera. That's what he said. He said, "I make all of this money. I'm hella successful. Just got out of jail a couple of years ago. But when I see you, I'm going to boom you in front of everybody." And the response of the rapper that he said this to, it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to hear. And I want to share it with you guys. But first, we're gonna start off with this one right here. Move this one out the way. And don't forget, guys, hit the like button, man. We're here for a great conversation. We're all adults. And if you got something to say, whether it's for or against the show, it's for or against me, speak up with your whole chest because we're not asking anybody to fall back with whatever they got to say. We have the right to say whatever we want to say and have great conversation. Let's get it.
Things that would be completely racist if the roles were reversed. As a black person myself, we can all admit, us niggas, we be saying and doing a lot of shit that if we seen a white person do, we would lose our mind. First, we got the term white boy. The second a white person does anything pleasing to a black person, what they say? Okay, white boy. Okay, that white boy, nice. But what if the roles were reversed?
That's true.
Okay, black boy. Like the second a white person says some shit like, okay, black boy, we gonna be like, excuse me, huh? What the fuck he said? We gonna look at him like he a reincarnated version of Adolf. Coming up next, we got the term, I'm black and I'm proud. We be saying that shit. I'm black as fuck and I'm proud. But if a white person came out and was like, nah, I ain't trying to be black, I'm white and I'm proud. What? What do you say? What do you mean by that, huh? Excuse me? I'm white and I'm proud. What you mean by that, gang? Next, we got BET. Black people got BET. But if white people had WET, we would have looked at that shit like segregation. You might as well download this app called Money Pilot. You should just hop on this and file class action lawsuits to make bread. Just hop on it, you'll be straight.
All right. So the reason why I played that is because it's true. Everything he said is true, man. And that's another reason why Chud the Builder exists. Walk with me with this right here. I don't agree with Chud the Builder's antics, but I do agree with the fact that he has the right to say whatever he wants to say, especially if the other people, the people he's talking to, the black people he's talking to, say it often. We constantly use that word against each other. We constantly use that word against other people, like if they're white, Asian, Hispanic, we don't care. We're using that word, but then as soon as we have it used on us, what did you say? Who you calling boy? So what this young man actually said is 1000% true. If there was white entertainment television, which there is, it's just not called that. It's called ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox. It's called mainstream networks. That's what it's called. So black entertainment television was created as like somewhat of a DEI type of situation, diversity, equity, and inclusion. A place where it could be more diverse, there could be more, it could be more equity for the black race, and obviously we don't have to be included on those other platforms because we got our own. So no, the WET won't be accepted without anyone getting on a bullhorn and talking about how racist it is. White people would never be able to call black people boy in celebration without somebody being butthurt. Now, I've seen many times where people didn't mean anything about it. Like, come on, bro, you a boy, I'm a boy, you a girl, you a girl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking to you from the heart. There's no malice behind me. I once worked with this guy by the name of Bob. And Bob was a real country white boy, real country. And he had me about 20 years. He was a little older than me. But he was an OG. He knew his stuff. But the way he spoke rubbed people wrong because he would say things that would be borderline questionable racism, right? But he didn't mean it that way. That brother was just cool. He was from the country. This is how we speak to people. We love everybody. And when he say he has black friends, half of his friends are white and half of his friends are black because they grew up together in the country, something that I wasn't used to because I'm in the city. I'm a city boy, you know what I mean? But these are the things that we can get in front of. As the mature adults, we can stop this BS. We can let people know, yo, it's not that serious. Like, why are you getting your panties in a bunch over a word? Boy? Really? Like you wasn't called boy before? So yeah. So we have that right there. But he is the reason for people like, I mean, that's the reason for people like Chud the Builder who's doing what he's doing and believe that he has a leg to stand on. And I'm going to play a clip in a minute of him talking to police officers where the police officer literally told him, we're not arresting these people because you are out here speaking this way and you are igniting this. It's like, yes, there's a fire, but somebody threw the match over there. Somebody poured down the gasoline over there. And if we're going to talk about the fire, we also got to talk about the person that threw the match. Obviously, he didn't appreciate that at all. So, but yeah, what do y'all think about this, man? Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on one second. Somebody reported something. Scott, what do you think? Hold on, Scott. There's someone named Scott in here that's going off, and people are calling him out. And I just want to see. It's not Scott. Hang out and why are you reporting? What in the world are you reporting, bro? You reporting me for what? What are you reporting me for, Scott? This is the issue, Scott. What are you reporting me for, bro? Oh Lord, I swear to goodness. See, that's the problem. Hold on. I need to touch on this for a second. I need to touch on this because that's the stuff that we don't need. One thing I do realize is that we have in school, we had special ed classes, right? Special ed people, they grow up. They grow up. They have their own internet, they have their own families, some of them. And they don't understand communication. They don't understand logic from different viewpoints. They hear a buzzword and they get triggered because they're not able to think like the average person. And I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm not trying to be a jerk. What I'm saying is that some people just don't comprehend the same. That's the reason why we have reading and comprehension tests. We have reading and comprehension classes to help you comprehend what you're reading. Not all people can do it. Not all people understand exactly what they're hearing. So what they want to do is press forward with their own understanding, and most people are not as intelligent as you believe they are. So shout out to all the people who was in special classes but grew out of that, and you know what I mean, you can actually think for yourself, and you move at the same pace as everyone else. And I'm not trying to belittle anyone or be a jerk. I promise you I'm not. All I'm saying is that I understand if some people just don't seem like they're all there, and for someone to pull up, and I want y'all to take this seriously too. He pulled up and he said, "This is racist. This is racist. I'm reporting you right now." There's a bunch of people out here who do that often, and it does definitely hurt the content creator, which is unfortunate, but it's all good too because one monkey can't stop no show. All right. So yeah, hold on one second. All right, so let's go and get into this. I'm gonna show y'all. So the young man, I think he was touching on something good. Excuse me. Excuse me. 1 second. Yeah. Scott, man, don't see. That's the thing, man. Satan always throw his minions in the midst of Christians who are just trying to have a productive conversation and actually get things done. That's what I don't understand, man. I don't get it. I really don't get how evil people always place themselves in the middle of good people just for the sake of being jerks, bro. Just for the sake of being jerks. I don't get that. I really don't. All right, so check this young
What's
lady out.
pissing me off about black people right now? There's a white guy running around towns in Tennessee, I think, with a Hitler mustache and shit. He's calling black people N words, trying to make people provoke. But you know what's pissing me off? It's not even him saying the N word. It's how much black people swear they got ops. They slinging that iron in the hood. They got all these Dracos on these cameras. Everybody want to be a gangster till it's time to be gangster, right? This nigga done harass innocent people. Where is the black people that got all these ops and these guns at? Why the fuck y'all didn't come pick this cracker up yet? Why the fuck y'all ain't dragging this bitch down on the fucking truck by his motherfucking ankles to show him an example not to disrespect black people again? You know what? You know why? Because black people are in on this shit. They love to be disrespected at this point. This shit is a joke to me when I see niggas talk gangster. Shut your bitch ass up.
Now, I will say this. I'm not calling for black people that usually kill people or usually bully people outside with guns to go and approach Chud. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see nobody get shot over a damn word. I don't want to see anybody get shot over content. Like, this is his content. This is his niche. This is what he do. Obviously, it's bad enough for him to be kicked off of platforms for doing this type of niche, but I'm not calling on anybody to say, you call yourself a gangster, well, then go out there and shoot him. That's the most idiotic thing in the world to say. It's stupid. And what's crazy is that video went viral, the video I just now played, because there's a bunch of black people who believe that. Yeah, where's the worst of us? Where's the worst of us? The ones that don't mind throwing their life away. We need them. Why would we want for someone to throw their life away over a damn word? Somebody answer that for me. Why would we want for someone to throw their life away in representation of a culture, in representation of the black community? Why would we want that? That's the last thing we should want. That's the last thing we should want. We should want people to try to figure out how to, like, set this man down on a conversation on a podcast or something and see how we can break through to him and all of the hundreds of thousands of people that support him, because one person unalive him, what do you think is going to happen? 20 more is going to come. 20 more is going to come. One person unalive him, get arrested, or get killed themselves for trying to do something to him. More people are going to come. More people are going to come behind them to be on the other side. And it's just going to make matters worse and 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 worse. It's idiotic. It's idiotic. There was this one young man who was talking to Chud, the builder, at the gas station. I'm going to play some of this for you only because this guy, I like him. What he did was he stood out there. He had a conversation with him, letting him know, yo, I'm recording you the same way you're recording me, but I want you to know why people have an issue with this. And then after he had a conversation with him, when other guys was walking up to Chud trying to do something to him, trying to smack him, trying to fight him, trying to spit on him, all that other stuff, the guy that was talking to him initially was holding those guys off, like, no, big bro. No, big bro, don't do it. It's worth it. It's not worth it. Like, fall back. The black dude that was talking to Chud literally saved his life. I don't think y'all understand that, man, because there's more good people in this world than there are bad people. I firmly believe that. And if I'm wrong, call me naive. Call me wet behind the ears. Call me green. Call me confused. Call me an idiot. Call me whatever you want. I don't care. But there's more good people in this world than there are bad people. And the only way we can know that is through conversation. Now, I ain't saying be no chump. I ain't saying be no punk. If somebody blatantly disrespect you, then you handle it how you want to handle it. I don't care. You handle it how you want to handle it. Hopefully while you're handling it, you consider the consequences. You consider the repercussions. You consider all of the people in your life that you're responsible for before you decide to go off the rails and do something silly or to someone for simply saying something. You know what I mean? So, and my people are chiming off. And thank y'all so much for participating, man. I appreciate it. But let me go ahead and show y'all this conversation because I thought it was pretty cool. Where's this youngin? Because it was a longer conversation, but hold on one second. Yeah. And even Jerk Fuentes came out against how Chud the builder is handling things. He said that he's antagonizing. He said that he's not for anybody going out there being blatantly disrespectful to anyone, just for the sake of clicks. He usually preserved that for politicians and people that he believe is worth, I guess, what you call it, trolling, because they troll people for I mean all the time. But the people that they troll usually run for office are usually bad people who are trying to act as if they are good people so that they can be put in position so that they can take advantage of voters. So that's what Nick was talking about. I'm trying to find a longer version of the video for you guys. Hold on. I find everything on my phone. When I go to my computer, it's not there, so I gotta save it. Yeah. All right.
What you're doing is going around using racial.
Things that
Can we move this out the way? All right, boom.
What you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity. That's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court?
I mean,
Because I walked into the gas station and walked out.
okay.
And as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around, he's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
Well, they're saying that.
So I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded.
I got you.
And it's live streamed.
I know. I got you. And I'm just telling you.
And I have every right to say whatever I want on the internet without being chimped out on in public.
Okay.
All right.
You got your ID?
Hey, what was your name and badge number?
714001162, sir.
Now, y'all see how he called the police to help him. But when they don't agree with him, do you guys see how disrespectful he is to the police? Just sound off, man. I just want to hear what y'all got to say. about it. Did y'all hear him like extremely disrespectful to the police because he did not agree with him? He didn't want to hear nothing that police had to say because he didn't agree with them. That right there shows me that he is there for all of the wrong things. Like the law showed up. They could be doing something, like they can be actually out there solving crimes right now. The only reason why they're there is because you called them. The only reason why you had to call them is because your style of content has garnered you crazy amounts of fans, crazy amounts of views and subscribers. And now when people see you in the street, they already know what you're about. Don't act like I was just getting gas, minding my business, went inside, paid for my gas, and came outside and I'm being harassed. You're leaving a whole lot of stuff out. And that shows me that this brother is disingenuous. He's extremely disingenuous. He's clearly a punk. He's clearly a punk. For anybody to look up to him as being one of y'all saviors or one of y'all tough guys who's showing white people how to really do it, don't look up to him for that, because he's not that guy. There's a commercial. Is it a commercial? Is the commercial? No, it's not a commercial. It's a video of somebody who was about to get into a fight at a restaurant. And he told him, he said, "You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. You're not that guy, pal." Now, hold on 1 second. Here we go right here. And that guy right there that's talking to him, that's the guy that had a phone pointed at him and was trying to have a conversation with him the entire time that he was out there. And Chud the builder was being extremely disrespectful.
Now that it's more. It's more what's out here.
Now you gotta perform.
All right.
Because they're
You
here.
call it what you want.
This guy was talking to me cordially.
I was. But you start calling
Don't
me
walk up
N-word.
on me, nigga.
Big bro.
Don't
Big
walk
bro.
up on
Big
me,
bro.
nigga.
Big bro. Let him have it.
Hey, what, fool?
You got 18
I
rounds.
know this person. Let him have it.
You don't
No, he gon'
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
You don't
It ain't over.
All right, bro.
Nigga. You again, you're gonna go to jail today.
Come on, man.
Wait, you spit on him? Oh my mama, you just spit on him.
Big bro. Should have did that, big bro.
I'm fit to. I swear I'm fit to.
This shit funny as hell. I'm going to get some gas on God.
Hey, he slipped out.
Gas
Look,
on
he
God.
slipped out. You know what's crazy about? On my mama, he do it for content game. He came.
I know, but it's cool, because guess what?
Look,
I said he
look.
can't treat nobody like no nigga.
Look, on my mama, look.
He ain't treated nobody like one.
He came in the store. He was cool as hell.
Talking shit.
No. He was cool as hell. And he came out the bathroom, and I looked. I said, bro, I know you don't. He said, you want to preach? I said, bro, I don't know. I'm not taking no fucking picture with you. I said, I know you do this shit for content. Because he wasn't even like that. Until the nigga slapped him. You weren't out here when the nigga just slapped him, was
He called the police on him. But what he do is he get us amped up and they call the police, bro. Hey, you screen recording this? Alright,
so you weren't out here when he slapped him.
now I pulled him to get some gas and I seen him. He parked right there on the other side. So you know, I got my lights, I hopped down my shit. You feel me?
Yeah, for
I hopped
sure.
down my shit. So I'm like, he started talking about chipping out and shit.
All right, bro.
I ain't chipping out.
Yay.
I ain't offended. It's country boy.
Yeah, he did just spit on Cuz, though. That's crazy,
I
fool.
shouldn't have did that, bro. Now you gonna feel that.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't smart.
I'm not taking shit. The first a felony, I'm not disarming nobody. I'm not arming myself. That make no sense.
Is that not hate speech, though? Cuz can't go to jail for hate crime? What the fuck?
He got banged up now.
Gay.
All right, so one guy actually spit on him. One guy at the gas station spit on him, and we all know that spitting on someone, you can go to jail for that. You can go to jail for that. Simple and plain. But that's the setup. The setup is, I'm going to, while you're sitting out, hey, Jared, riddle me this, and this is for my man Jared, right? You're sitting out at a restaurant with your wife. I come over there and I start calling your wife all types of names. Are you just going to look at it as just a word and say, man, go ahead about your day, it's just a word? Or are you going to address that as a man? I just want to know. Because there's ways to do it and still be mature, but are you just going to ignore it? Or are you going to address it as a man? Because the guy, and I really want to hear that, because Jared, married guy, businessman, property, guns, dogs, all the whole nine, the American dream. Ex-military, well, he's probably current military. I guess you're not supposed to say ex. But I really want to know how you handle that, because people say, oh, it's only a word. Relax, it's only a word. It's only a word. Yeah, I really want to hear what y'all guys say about that. Look. He said calling the wife disrespectful things is different than calling me names. Hold up, you didn't answer me though, bro. You didn't answer me. I think you answered me without answering me. So I'll give you that. You just now answer me without answering me. So he got assaulted. And guess what? The assaults are not going to stop. They're not going to stop. He got assaulted. Somebody spit on him. Spitting is assault. You guys already know that. Fighting is assault. You guys already know that. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. As long as he's out there doing what he's doing, people will continue to get more and more and more rowdy. If they haven't hit him yet, they're going to hit him. If they haven't spit on him yet, they're going to spit on him. If they haven't tested his quick draw McGraw styles that he says he has. He says that he's the fastest gun drawer in Nashville, Tennessee. That's what he said. He said that I got my gun on him. I'm a cowboy, and if they got a gun, then I'm just going to draw faster. That's what he said. But we clearly see what he does. He antagonizes, then he calls the police. What type of people is that? That's Karens. That's what Karens do. That's what Karens do. He's a Karen. He is clearly a Karen. Hold on, we're not done. So this is the guy right here who they claim, who they said smacked him. I gotta show y'all this. Right?
Come on outside.
Hold on a second. Here we go, right here. All right, here we go.
My truck's over there. What do you want to holler about? Look at him chimping out.
Crack your bitch ass.
Come on, crack me then.
Fuck you talking about, nigga?
Do something
You
then.
think I'm waiting on cause I'm worrying about
Come
that?
on, do something then.
Fuck you, nigga.
Do something then. He did something. He did something. That guy didn't get arrested. That guy didn't get maced. That guy didn't get shot. He left. He left. Other people came to the gas station. He was still calling people N-words. It got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Nobody beat him up. Nobody shot him, and I'm glad nobody beat him up or shot him. I'm glad about it. I am. I'm glad that nobody beat him up or shot him, because we already know that that's exactly what the most evil people in this world want. Not what Chud the Builder. He's just a minion. He's just a toy soldier for the evil that's in this world. And he's trying to get other evil people to do what they do. He's out there trying to get the evil people to show up and do what they do so that they can just fix themselves. It's like an ecosystem. Like the bad people fix the bad people. And he's going fishing. He's throwing his reel out there, and he's fishing for bad people to match his energy, because he's also a bad person. And then when it goes left, then he calls the police. I'm calling the police. Sound like Craig's father on Friday. Sound like Willie. Sound like Willie on Friday. I'm calling the police. At first, he was like, I got my gun on me, N-word. I got my mace on me, N-word. You're not going to do nothing. There's nothing you can do. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. So I pulled up this video right here, and I want to show that. I want to share this with you all. And make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't already, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. I honestly don't think, man, it's like somebody's going to fix him. Somebody's going to tat him up. Somebody's going to tat him up. And he's playing a dangerous game, and he continues to say, I'm just out here talking to people because I have a right to freedom of speech. Well, if you definitely have a right to say whatever you want to say, but you don't control the rights of the person that's hearing it. You don't control the rights of the person that's receiving your vitriol, that's receiving your hate, that's receiving whatever type of bad energy that you're giving them. You don't control that part. If I walk up to you and I disrespect you and your party, your people that you're with, yo, I can't control it after that. Like my man Jared said, yo, you can say anything to me. I let it roll off my shoulders. I ain't, it is what it is. As long as you don't put your hands on me, I'm fine. But you say something about my wife. You say something to my wife that's disrespectful. I'm her guard dog. I'm her security. I'm her person that makes her feel comfortable when she's outside. Here I am. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I am a $150 soaking wet. I'm a $150 soaking wet. People in the gym or big guys think their size mean a whole lot to me when it comes to protecting my own. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I don't care if you're 200, 250. I don't care if you're 6'5" and you're muscle through and through. I don't care if you're built like a damn mountain. It does not matter. When it comes to protecting my family, it is what it is, man. Like, we're not going to daggone arm wrestle. We're not going to arm wrestle. So your size, yes, it means something for you, but I've been trained to be able to protect my family at my size. Like, people always throwing it out there. They've been saying that to me on X. Like, bro, I'm 260, I'm 225, 6'5", all muscle. You're not ready for me. You won't say this to me in public. I'm sorry, what? Yes, I will. Because I'm not afraid of anybody. I fear no man. I put God before me, and that's it. God is out there with me, period. Like, I'm not one of them type of people that's just out there talking to talk. Like, I don't want there to be any violence. I want everybody to be kumbaya and just go about their day. Why? Because life is tough enough by itself. We don't need all this extra BS. We don't need any of it. Just keeping it a buck, man. We don't need any extra BS that's gonna make life worse for us. Why? Because life is already tough, man. For real. It really is. Hold on one second. Let me get this right here. Just want to show y'all something. All right. Let me go and share my screen. Y'all hit the like button, man, so y'all can tell YouTube and everybody else that we are over this joint rapping, bro. Bronx Bomber says, the best thing to do is not to react. I agree. I'm confused. Just a question. What is the difference between blacks calling the N-word and then getting mad when somebody, if a white person comes up to me and my family and he says, "Hey, niggers," I just want to see if how y'all respond to the word, because y'all use the word all the time. You don't think that would be disrespectful? If you don't, I really don't see how to answer your question, because you see them as being the same. Or girls that hang out with each other and they be like, "Yeah, you look cute, bitch. Yeah, I know, bitch. You so cute, bitch." They just calling each other the B word for fun, because that's what the women do. And sometimes when they have a gay friend, the gay friend gets to get in on the fun and be able to call the women that he's friends with the B word. But when a man just calls a woman a B word, a woman will feel some type of way. Like, wait a minute, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm sorry, what? What's that? So what? My friends call me that. So what? My sisters call me that. What did you just say? Don't be disrespectful to me. So that's how it goes. Like, I don't even know why we have to explain this. Like, we're all grown. And we understand that, you know what I mean? So check this out. Jason Whitlock was communicating about this on his podcast, and so was DJ Academic and what's his name? I'm not showing this brother because he got blocked from YouTube. I just show what Jason Whitlock and those guys are talking about, and we'll go from there. Hit the like button, guys, if y'all haven't already. Thank you so much for pulling up and being a part of what we got going on. I really appreciate
and potentially
it. Hold on a second. All right, here we go.
There's going to be violence against Chud, and then there's going to be a GoFundMe for the person that does violence against Chud. And then again, they're going to spark huge racial division and potentially conflict out of this. If you beat up Chud and they did a GoFundMe and you got $200,000, that's going to spark. And that's where this whole thing ends up, where like, some minister did a sermon against, LGBTQ behavior, and you catch him out in the street and punch him, do anything to him, we'll start a GoFundMe to defend you. That's the slippery slope. And I want to make this example, because like when the whole Black Lives Matter thing was really, really popular from, let's say, 2014 to 2021 or 22. what my concern was, and I bet you if I dug deep enough, I can find the tweets to say this, is like, man, y'all keep putting up these police brutality videos. Do you think white people at some point aren't going to start putting up videos of black people misbehaving? And so the Black Lives Matter videos, police brutality videos, have decreased. What has increased? Black fatigue videos everywhere, everywhere. They seem endless. And to me, I'm saying, where did you think this was going to end? And that's, I look at what Chud the Builder's doing, and I see this DJ Academic saying, hey man, if someone beat him up, we'd do a GoFundMe. And I'm like, this is so easy to see where this will end up. And we as Christians, let's say that first, but we as black people, we got to be smarter. We can't keep taking the bait constantly, because we've already seen this. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. You want to put up videos embarrassing white people, embarrassing what you consider the white authority power structure. Well, don't be surprised when they start putting out videos embarrassing you. And don't be surprised if they're not able to outgun you. And like, they got more videos. I've seen more black fatigue videos than I have seen police officers misbehaving. And I know I said this in real time. We're going to move into a surveillance state. I criticize the whole body cam deal. Put body cams on police officers. I criticize that in real time. I'll get no credit for that. I was like, I just don't think that's the solution. And we're here today, and police body cam footage is being used against black people every day on social media.
Now, usually I disagree with Jason Whitlock, but I agree with him on this right here. The one thing that I don't agree with is him not addressing how idiotic Chud the Builder is. He never does. He believes that what Chud the Builder is doing is free and clear. The good thing is cool. And he's only looking at legalities. Yes, legally, what he's doing is on the level, is where it should be. But morally, integral, no, it's not. It's horrible what he's doing. But he's absolutely right. DJ Academics did say, where's all the YNs? Where's all the ones? He was saying the same thing that girl was just now saying on the video. Where's all the people who call themselves killers? If you do this, they're just going to start a GoFundMe to support you. So if you do this, you're going to be in jail, but you're going to be like $200,000, $500,000 richer for doing what we expect for you to do. But this did not just now start. In the last couple of years, we've been seeing that. In the last few years, we've been seeing that. Somebody does something that ignites a race back and forth, like racial debates all over the internet. Let's say a black kid stab a white kid at a high school and they pass away. White people want there to be justice against the black kid. I'm talking about the racists. I'm only talking about racists here, because not everybody can look at a situation and be normal about it or be neutral. All right, be equally objective. Objectivity is going out the window. People are picking their sides, and they are like, I'm black, so I'm with the blacks. I'm white, so I'm with the whites. And that's where we're going wrong. But we saw when the white lady was at the restaurant being harassed by some Somalians, and she used the N-word. She was calling them the N-word. The next day, she had like $70,000 in her GoFundMe. The white lady who was calling the young black kid the N-word at the playground, and then it caught news, it caught fire and started going crazy. The next day, this lady had like $150,000 in her GoFundMe. The young black kid who stabbed the young white kid, who just so happened to be one of the brothers of the other track track stars at the school. I guess he was a football player too. When that black kid um, unalived the white kid, the next day or throughout that week, he had like $500,000 in his GoFundMe from people who just supported him because he's black. Not the fact that he brought a knife to school, not the fact that he used it at a track meet and not use his hands because he felt like in danger. Yo, that's out the window, Mo. That's out the window, man. You at school. But that did not matter. Black people who supported him raised money just to send a message. And this is going over and over and over again. The police officer, Derek Chauvin, who had his knee on the neck of George Floyd, when he got arrested, just for the sake of choosing a race, choosing a side, people stood beside George Floyd. And they still do, as if he was the king of his city, as if he's done so much great work for black people. They act like this dude was the next coming of Jesus. But he did nothing that was that was on mark for him to even receive that type of positive criticism. Whereas Derek Chauvin, the same thing. This dude just sitting there taking pictures and selfies while his knee is on somebody's neck, whether they're overdosing from pills or whatever the case may be. This dude is just sitting there chilling with his knee on somebody's neck. And then when he gets arrested, all of the people who support the police or white police taking the black person up out of here, fists in the air. Yeah, you did the right thing, brother. Free him. He was just doing his job. So at the end of the day, man, it's on both sides. It's definitely on both sides. And that's why I try to be the center. But I'm realizing that you get more support when you are far right or when you're far left. When you're just super over the top pro-white or super over the top pro-black. That's when you get the push that you're supposed to get, because people appreciate a radical. They want a radical in their corner. And unfortunately, I'm not a radical. I'm the type of I'm the type of person that want us to be able to get over our issues without having to kill each other. I don't want us to kill each other. I'm just keeping it a buck. Why? Because I got a grandbaby on the way. I'm being selfish about it. Yes, I'm being very selfish about it. I don't want us to kill each other because I want there to be a safe, beautiful country that my children's children can live on as they raise their own families. That's it. And my children's children will live in a world with your children's children. And hopefully they're not as idiotic as we are, or as the generations are behind us, or even before us, the ones that was super racist and it was black and white, everything. And now we're doing the maps thing where we're trying to make sure that black representation is no more, that white representation is everywhere, and people are feeling some type of way. There's an argument, there's a good argument for both sides. What I'm asking you all is not to get dragged into either side without doing your own due diligence. Because if you're not careful, if you're not informed, they will pull you on one of those negative sides and have you outside with a daggone sign and pitchfork representing something that's just pure evil, all because you don't fully understand the climate. So that's why I am with that, man. So as you just now saw, they were just talking about how Main Man is getting more and more ridiculous with his stuff, but they're saying black people don't fall for the bait. How about white person? Stop setting the bait. How about that? How about that? Black and white. let's try to grow the hell up. I know y'all don't want to hear this kumbaya BS, but that's just the type time I'm on, man. That's the type time I'm on. That's the type time I'm on. I came across DJ Academics who's actually showing this video, and I want y'all to just see this for a minute. I really want y'all to see this. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments. Per usual, man. I appreciate y'all being a part of what we got going on, as always. And yeah, let me know what y'all think about this. Here we go. Seems like my internet is interneting, which is cool. Which is cool. Okay. Yeah, my internet is interneting for some strange reason. My internet is interneting right now. I don't get what's going on. Usually I'm locked in.
Chud, it looks like you're about to leave there in a hurry. I hope you paid for your gas, Chud. Okay? This is different footage right here. Oh, man, not Chud. With the Karen stance. The guy who says he's going to leave people with their brains on the pavement.
He's a black guy.
Ah, Chud.
Caught him reporting somebody in person.
I got him on stage. Hold on.
Not Chud getting caught lacking.
He's wearing great things.
What he does is start shit, but then he'll pull a gun out on you as soon as you do something.
He's got his.
But I'm licensed to carry too.
Good job, black man. Keep it legal, but the same way he plays the law, you play the law too.
We both licensed to carry.
So reason why I'm playing this is because he's about to speak about when he ran across one of his lawyer friends. Listen to what he says.
I'm not threatening him, but he wanted to film me. I want to film him too. What's the problem?
I finally ran into him. He got his, I got mine. But he on the phone with the police.
Yep.
He just obviously started with somebody.
Brother, I think Chud is chimping out. Chud is the one chimping out now, huh?
He's chimping out.
If what you're doing is going around using racial slurs and profanity, that's a little different.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you gonna argue that in court? Because I walked into the gas station.
Oh.
And
So even the cops is telling this guy, hey, listen, you're using racial profanity and slurs, which, by the way, I listened to a lawyer the other day. He was actually talking about the tweet to me, and basically they confirmed. They were like, hey, listen, you're not going to get protected under the law if you walk around calling people that hard N-word and you incite them. You could actually initiate violence by actually having violent inciting rhetoric, which doesn't make you a victim if someone starts attacking you. I'm not saying necessarily shoot you, but start attacking you. And I think that's what the police are saying. Like, bro, you realize that the reason why you're getting surrounded is because you keep calling people the N-word, right? And you're calling us. Like, what do you want us to do? To tell people to back the fuck up while you call them the N-word, that you could use us against them? This guy, Chud the Builder, think he's the only one who could legally carry a gun and that the cops work exclusively for him. No, motherfucker. Anybody could carry a gun. And also the cops work for everybody, work for the community. Not just you. You're not the only taxpaying person.
walked out. And as I'm walking to my truck, I turn around, he's got something behind his back that looks like a gun. It's a drill.
Well, they're saying that.
So I don't give a fuck what they're saying. It's all recorded.
Huh?
And it's like,
wait, hold on now, Chud. Chud, calm down, Chud. You see, Chud think that he's back in one of them, Jim Crow eras where he could be like, fuck what the N-word said. My word matters. No, it doesn't, Chud.
All right, so I played that because I really wanted y'all to see how, he was just saying, look, if you incite violence, you're part of the problem. So don't believe that it's just going to be an open, shut case if Chud was to lay somebody down after he incites violence. That's not how this works, guys. I want Chud to stay free. I want him to continue to be a content creator. I want him to find a way where he can still be himself. Do whatever you're doing. If you're inciting violence, do it from the comfort of your daggone podcasting room or office or whatever, like the rest of these podcasters do. But being outside like that, not only are you putting yourself in danger, but you're putting regular day-to-day people in danger who are not signing up for this BS that you're out here for. Like, you are the one that's getting paid tens, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars from live streaming the BS that you're live streaming. These are your shenanigans. Why should I be involved? I'm just out here trying to have a good time with my wife. I'm just out here just enjoying my time. I'm just out here pumping my gas. I'm just out here minding my business. Like, I don't want no problems. I want to make it back home to my wife. Like, I'm not the same person I used to be. A lot of us aren't. Like, a lot of us that's inside the chat right now, we was into some BS back in the day when we were younger. Like, think about it. Think about the stuff that the Lord then got you through. Think about the stuff that luck has saved you from. Think about your own past, bro. Now think about where you are as an adult, as an older adult that went through some things. You don't want that BS in your life. You don't want it around you. You don't want to even talk about it. Like, if you start seeing people acting a certain type of way, you respectfully get up and you leave. You remove yourself from it. Like, because you're tired of it. You got a family to think about. You got friendships to think about. You got business partnerships and opportunities to think about. Whereas you got people who it's their business. Like, they're making money. Their pockets are getting fat off of division, off of dividing us, off of sparking hatred. And that's my issue. That's my issue. Let me see. The professor says, when you say sugar honey iced tea, like the black dude saves his life, you're literally confirming every stereotype. No, I'm not, bro. No, I'm not. And stop that mess. Everybody keep on saying you're confirming the stereotype. No, you're not. You're slow. You obviously don't understand anything that we said this entire live stream if that's your takeaway. If that's your takeaway, you have not been paying attention. Like, you're the type of person to come into class after the lesson has been taught and act like you know every damn thing. And then you fail the test in great fashion. That's not what I'm saying at all, bro. You're missing everything that I just now said. Chud is this type of person because the world is filled with these type of people. Like the gentleman, the professor, what's his name? The Professor Fate 6184 that I was just now talking about. He's one of Chud's type of people. He believed that you can get out there and say whatever you want to say to people. And if they confirm that you are what you claim they are because you're doing an experiment, then you have confirmed, you have pretty much validated what you thought in the first place, that they are dangerous, that they are evil. Yes, there's some evil people out here. You ain't got to go put your hand in front of a pit bull's mouth and be like, you see that? You want to bite? You want to bite? He bit me. I knew you was dangerous. That's the dumbest thing ever. That's the dumbest thing ever. You go and put your hand in a pit bull's mouth, put your hand in the alligator's mouth, put your hand in front of a snake, go jump into a lion's den just to prove that you will be attacked if you get in front of them acting like you're food. Make sense. Come on, bro. I need y'all to follow along. Sometimes we can just open our minds and have that understanding without even asking the questions. The problem is we're all trying to win a debate. That's the problem. We're all trying to win a debate. So we don't listen to anybody that's bringing us any type of information that's going to level the playing field. Chud just proved this point. They're dangerous. That's why he had to call the police. No. That's what happens when you instigate and you agitate. That's what happens anywhere. I don't care where you are. If the bees are over in the tree minding their business and I go over there and start poking them with a damn stick, what comes my way, I earned it. I worked hard for it, actually. Because they didn't mess with me, I messed with them. It's unfortunate that your parents did not teach you this. And an adult has to teach you this while you yourself are already an adult. It makes no sense whatsoever. It makes no sense. None. But I'm going to let y'all continue to rock. President Trump put out a statement yesterday about gas prices. We're going to move on from the Chud thing, and I'm going to bring y'all back to the rapper part too, because a rapper really showed his maturity, and I want y'all to see that. As a matter of fact, we're going to do that first, because this right here was dope. I thought it was extremely intelligent. I thought it was awesome, actually. And I want to shed light on this. I know a lot of people aren't, but I'm going to shed light on this because not all rappers are stupid. Matter of fact, I will say most of them aren't. All right, so check this out. This rapper right here, his name is Bobby Shmurda. A few years ago, him and his whole crew got arrested off of gang ties, off of bragging about things that they actually did in their music, and it came back and they got arrested for it. This dude right here, he did the time, which was cool. He did his time. And he didn't snitch on his man. He actually did extra time for one of his friends so that they not get arrested. And I want y'all to hear what he says. He's going to threaten the life of one rapper, and I want y'all to hear the response of the rapper that he threatens. And these are $1 million rappers. It's like, I'm talking about people who make tens, hundreds of millions of dollars from rapping. Check this out.
I was even talking about you. You understand, little nigga? But what you do is that y'all get on this internet, y'all make these internet niggas, these social media niggas who's running y'all internet and running y'all labels, or little white nerd niggas that spend money on pussy in the club, and then academics and all y'all playing with y'all little niggas' life. Y'all playing with real niggas. You understand what I'm saying? You hear me, little nigga? Alright, cool, cause I'm 2-0 for the year already, on parole, nigga. $1 million up, nigga. 2-0 for the year already, nigga. Stop fucking playing me. Anyway, long story short, I was even talking about you, little nigga, but you got yourself some shit. You know what I'm saying? You got yourself some shit, cause I make my money anyways. I make $100,000 a week. I still do this, you know what I'm saying? Still do this while I'm being blackballed. I don't give a fuck about no views. I'm not a little kid like none of y'all niggas. I'm 28 years old. I'm a grown ass man. I'm in here for money. But when I catch y'all little niggas, or DJ Academic, everybody, bro, any nigga I catch like whack, any of y'all niggas I can record this, I'm going to boom them on camera. On camera, live, on parole, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna boom one of y'all niggas on camera, on my dead grandmother, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you?
All right, so the rapper is about to respond. He's talking about NBA Youngboy. He's talking about DJ Academics. He's talking about many other people. Let me tell you something. You said that you're 28 years old. Bobby Shmurda says he's 28 years old. He's bringing in $100,000 a week, but he's willing to throw it all away from internet disrespect. Chud, friends of Chud. That's what you call chimping out. That's called chimping out. That's what you call chimping out. Somebody that's willing to throw their whole life away and is actually letting people know that this is what I'm going to do. This is what chimping out is. He's pretty much saying, if I see any of these 4 people in the streets, I'm going to boom them on camera. He says, I'm 2-0 this year. 2-0. I mean, 2-0. He's 2-0. Basically insinuating that he caught 2 bodies. I'm just saying. That's what he's saying. So listen to how NBA Youngboy responds. This right here. Okay.
No, Bobo, that bitch wanna kill me now, Bobo. That bitch wanna kill me now, no. Say, bro, Say, bro, look, check this out. Look, man, I got it. Man, hey, you ain't got to worry trying to harm you, son. And you ain't gonna touch me. I got security, man. I'm paid, son. I'ma stay the fuck out your way, nigga, and hope you don't get too close. Man, this nigga crazy. That nigga wanna kill the slime. Man, you should've just mind your business, man. You tripping. Man, that nigga wanna kill me, man. I ain't even got that type of intent in my heart, man. You tripping, man. Oh, bro, them people let that, hey, man, say that boy came home and them people ain't get that nigga no money, man. That nigga ready to kill a nigga and go back to jail. This nigga don't give not one fuck, son. That's fucked up, man. Say, bro, let's be friends, man. I can show you how to ball, man. You tripping, man. Say, bro, say, I know how to fight good, bro. And if I lose, I know how to take my ass whoop and say, bro, I don't want to do none of that, and I'm not against you, bro. What is wrong with you, son? I see you doped up on camera. I used to be doped up too, son. I know how that shit feel, man. Man, just be my friend, man. You tripping, bro. Stop the violence, and I'll pay you to help me, bro. I'm dead serious, son. Man, I'm real life serious, bro. This nigga crazy, son.
He understand.
I hope you don't think I'm scared. This nigga crazy, man. That man say, bro. Don't ever let no another man get you mad, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and deactivate my shit now, cause I think I reached 7 days. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let these posts see here for a minute. I'm gonna deactivate my shit. Yeah, man, that nigga wanna kill us. That bitch wanna kill me now. No. That bitch say I'm a ball. Hey, I like your lingo, son. I fuck with that, boy. Again, you hear motherfuckers talking in the nigga background again. Niggas in the background. I'm not in the background. I'm in with my Draco, my fucking jewelry box, my money. I'll play. I ain't got a Draco. I ain't got no Draco, bro. Do I look like I have a Draco? And that's ride around with 2 sticks, nigga. Do I look like I ride around with 2 sticks, nigga? Nigga crazy. He gotta be hurting or something, bro.
You lost right now.
Man, that nigga went I'm talking about that boy jumped straight on kick.
You lost right now,
That
bro.
nigga scared me, son. I ain't man.
You gotta die to something.
I can help you find yourself, man. I'm telling you, stop the violence. That nigga say he gon' in front of Eckers. What the fuck? Then it's got to do with something. I don't even think he'll like for to see that shit, man. This nigga crazy. Oh, this is what the world going. Hey, I was blind at first, bitch. And now I see. Man, this shit scary, bro. That nigga just started a whole new challenge, man. That boy say I'm gonna ball on you bitches. Oh, man, I gotta get a motherfucking boat now, man. Nigga trying to bomb on me. What the fuck?
Shout out to NBA Youngboy for handling that way. This dude was threatened. His life was threatened by another rapper, well-known rapper. And usually the response is, if I don't respond with the same energy as you, then my fans will treat me some type of way. Other rappers and their fans would treat me some type of way. But he didn't care. He said, man, look, you can come work with me, bro. Not work for me. He said, matter of fact, I can help you level up. I can help you do something bigger. He said, stop the violence. Stop the violence. Now, a lot of people will hear this coming from a gangster rapper and be like, what do you mean stop the violence? That's all you talk about in your music is violence. That's music. That's music. Like, come on, bro. Did you believe every single thing that every artist say in their songs and their music? Then that will lead me to believe that you believe these directors and producers of these movies think the way that they actually portray on film. They don't. I've seen some of the craziest movies in the world, and the actors are playing a role. A lot of these rappers are playing a role too. Like they've escaped a life of crime. They've escaped poverty. They've escaped so many different things. Been given a second chance. And just by using their own gifts and abilities. And a lot of them capitalize off of it. But you still have some, as we see with Bobby Shmurda, that's willing to throw it all away just for internet fame. Just for internet fame. And it's not that serious. Fame is not that serious at all. Money is not that serious at all. Because you're just going to buy things that's going to take more money in order to keep it. You're going to buy a bigger house that's going to take you from having to make $2,500 a month in order to take care of your bills to now needing to make $25,000 a month to take care of your bills. Not realizing that money will not be here forever. Because as I saw somebody wrote inside of the chat, rappers, they lose their money after a while because it's an entertainment business. And 10 years ago, that the same entertainment does not entertain us anymore. That's just how it is. What was entertaining to us when we were 20 is no longer entertaining to us when we're 40 and 50 and so forth and so on. Some of our favorite artists are not played on the radio anymore. The people that we idolize and wanted to be like, these people need to stop looking at themselves as bigger than the program. You need to realize that every single day is a gift, and you need to try to make the best of it. And if you can, reach back and help somebody else make the best of it. Put somebody else on a platform. Like, platform someone else that has talents and abilities and they don't have the resources that you've had. Like, when you level up someone else, you level up yourself. That's what I think about it. Let me see here. So Bobby Shmurda, he took a big L with that joint right there. NBA Youngboy, shout out to NBA Youngboy. Just so y'all know, I believe NBA Youngboy has a baby with Floyd Mayweather's daughter. So y'all know Money Mayweather, the probably the best pound for pound boxer that ever stepped into the ring. A lot of you think, oh no, all he does is run and defense and run and defense and brag about his money. Whatever the case, that brother is still undefeated. He's still undefeated, bro. He's still undefeated after 50 fights. That's crazy. And he stood in front of some monsters. But he has that's his grandbaby from NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is saying, yo, we grew up to another level, man. We're about business. We're about fun. We're about having a good time. We're about enjoying life. We're about providing opportunities to our friends and our family. That's what we're doing right now. We ain't out here trying to run and gun. Like, that's what these other crazy youngers are doing. Let them do that. Let them do that. Let them go through whatever pains and struggles that they want to go through by playing the game that we played yesterday. But we no longer play that game that we played yesterday. Like, it's not important to us anymore. So roll out with that. And for that, I'm appreciative. Why? Because I have sons. I have daughters. I taught them to fight, but I also taught them that there's consequences behind everything. I taught them to think. I taught them to communicate. I taught them that violence is not going to solve everything. Matter of fact, violence don't solve anything. It just get whatever little aggression off your chest and could potentially teach someone a lesson. But it also could ignite whatever comes back from that, because many people have been killed from conversations or from fighting. Some people will get their butts whipped and still get shot. Some I've seen on a gas station camera. It's on the internet. I don't know why this video is still on the internet. I have no clue why this video is still on the internet. This guy was standing behind this woman at the gas station, and while she was ordering her stuff, he complimented her. He said something nice to her because she looked good. And then she left. She wanted to go get in her car. And when she got in her car, her boyfriend got out of the car and then shot the brother 4 or 5 times for simply complimenting his girl at the gas station. Left them there and they just drove off. Sometimes violence and trouble find you. So that's why I think it's imperative that we go out of our way to remove ourselves from those situations if we can. And if we can control our speech and control our actions so that things not get worse or crazier or more violent, then we should do just that, because we have that much control over ourselves. We can't control other people, but we can control ourselves. We can control what comes out of our mouth. We can control our actions. We can do all of that. Unfortunately, though, it seems like we don't want to, because we've become so fed up, so angry. Like we have guns now. We want to use them. We've been in the gym, gotten stronger. We want to use that. We want to test it out on somebody. It's the craziest thing ever. Sometimes I'll be in the gym. I was in the gym last night. And while I was working out, I noticed that there's a bunch of different personalities at the gym. Some of the people will work out, and if y'all catch eyes, they'll nod, throw up a peace sign, throw up a fist, just let you know, I see you, big dog. But then there's other people who will mug you, look at you all crazy, hoping that you see it the way they're like, I'm just now lifted just that other. That type of energy is pointless. It's pointless. Like it's crazy, bro. We need to do better. We need to do better. It's a lot of weak minds out here. There's a lot of weak minds out here. And I think we need to just continue to play our part, man, to be the light in the darkness. If anything comes from this, I want y'all to take this away. If there's a takeaway, continue to be the light in the darkness. Continue to be that light. Why? Because people need it. They need it. Especially if you have some peace in your life. You have no need to be in a dingling measuring competition, a dollar measuring competition. You just want there to be peace on earth. Continue to lead by example, man. Continue to lead by example, and definitely try your best not to promote these idiots who are out here just doing and saying whatever the hell they want to do and say. All because they got some support from other idiots who don't realize the ramifications if you were to continue this negativity. So, all right, so let's go ahead and talk about the other thing I want to talk about, which is the gas prices. All right. Yeah, we're going to talk about daggone gas prices. I want to talk about these gas prices. Why? I think it's important. I'm going to pull this video up first, and y'all let me know whatever y'all think, man. Thanks again for being a part of the live stream. I believe we've been here for 2 hours now, almost. I'm at peace mostly and not jealous of any other man. That's how it should be. That's how it should be. You can email me a video if you want to send me a video, Queen. Or text it. You can text it. Text me a video if you want to text it. Completely up to you. She said, "How do I send you something?" Yeah, just email it to me, or DM it to X. That's a good way to send it to me. If you DM it to X, then yeah, then we can go ahead and come right there. All right, here we go. Let me pull this up right here. Yeah. Shout out to NBA Youngboy, man. Shout out to NBA Youngboy. That was all right.
Mr. Hilton, go ahead.
It's not Donald Trump who's given us gas prices $2 higher than the rest of the country. It's Democrat policies, which Antonio and all the Democrats here support. It's not Donald Trump that's given us the highest housing costs in the country. It's Democrat policies that all these Democrats support. Donald Trump is the president in all the other states of America where the cost of living is way lower than in California. Obviously, it is way past time for change in California, and endlessly going on about Donald Trump doesn't serve the needs of the struggling families and small businesses.
Can you say whether or not... Mr. Hilton, go ahead.
It's not Donald Trump who's given...
Look at these gas prices in Cali, man. Absolutely insane. Absolutely in freaking insane. And also in my neighborhood, 2 weeks ago, it was $4. No, 2 weeks ago, it was $3.95 per gallon for regular. For regular. Now I ain't talking to you fancies out there with the fancy vehicles and all that other stuff. I'm talking about you guys with the cars that take regular. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so now in my neighborhood it's $4.49. It's the lowest that you'll see. So 2 weeks later, it's 50 cents more. 2 weeks later is 50 cents more. $0.50 more. Now I know you're not supposed to. They used to say you can't blame the president because of gas prices, but you can pull up his actions. If his actions just so happen to be, have to do with oil, then you already know that the oil prices are going to go up, and we know that that's what he's a part of. Before I play that, I see this video from my girl Jen. Shout out to Jen. She's online cooking, man. I gotta show this to y'all. I didn't see this before, but I gotta show this to y'all. Shout out to Jen. Jen is blowing up. I remember when we very first started doing reactions and whatnot on here. I came across her as an up and coming content creator. And she was doing her thing on YouTube, but then she started really cooking on X. I don't know if y'all follow her at all, but yeah, she's cooking. She's cooking.
The gas prices are so expensive under President Trump. Impeach him now. Ahem. Oil prices plunged 10% after Iran said Strait of Hormuz is open for commerce. Meanwhile, you didn't say anything for 4 straight years when gas prices were up 48% than the previous Trump administration. Number 45. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Why not? I just don't. I don't want to have this conversation. Go educate yourself. Read a book or something. See, this is why we all voted for President Trump. Because we knew he was better for all of us equally, including you blue-haired septum ring-having liberals.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Shout out to the green wig that she put on to act like liberals, man. And shout out to all you guys who go out your way to debate a Democrat. I don't care to do that. That's just not my thing. Probably because I don't have the same level of political knowledge that a lot of you guys have. So I just leave it be. You know what I mean? I have the conversations. I definitely don't mind debating anyone. But I do want y'all to see this right here. This was during the Biden administration where they did not let Joe Biden take any blame for any of the gas prices that was going on. They said it was something else.
Obviously. So to be really clear, obviously, the president does not control the price of gasoline. No president does. But what we're seeing right now is this global mismatch between supply and demand. Oil production is lagging behind as the rest of the economy roars back to life after the shutdowns, obviously. So
all I'll say is this. You can't do that. You can't be like the president is not responsible. And then when you're supporting another president, I mean, when you're against the current president, you can say that they're responsible for everything. Which one is it? Here's CNN reporting on it, guys.
Breaking overnight, we did see a huge jump in gas prices, up 9 cents a gallon to $4.39. It's up 33 cents in the past week. There have been big jumps all week long. The political question is, who gets blamed for this? CNN chief data analyst Harry Etten is here this morning. So, simple question, who does get the blame, and how does that compare historically to past people getting the blame?
You know, the buck stops at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. Donald John Trump, the President of the United States, and to a historic degree, look at this, blame for the increase in gas prices. 77% say Donald Trump. I looked back at every president that I could find on a similar question, which is when the gas prices rise, who gets the blame? Trump gets the blame more than Joe Biden did back in 2022, more than Barack Obama did in 2012, and more than George W. Bush did back in 2005, 71%.
Only 64% blame President Obama. Do they ever blame him for anything? Like, what is he responsible for? Other than the good stuff, other than bringing cool into the White House, other than bringing the ability to sing some Marvin Gaye and shoot a three-pointer into the White House, what does he get blamed for? What do people hold him accountable for? And I'm talking about everybody, not only people on the right, not only white people who hate black people. I'm talking about everyone, the black people that support him, the white people that support him. What do they hold him accountable for?
Donald Trump takes the cake. He owns this mess, according to the American people, and it is quite the mess because as gas prices climb ever higher and the increase in the percentage that blame Donald Trump climb ever higher, his approval ratings go down into the basement.
So presidents always get blamed, but he's getting blamed more.
He is getting blamed more to a historic degree.
What about the partisan breakdown here?
Now, this is where it gets really stunning. Okay, you know, we've seen numbers that are this bad for Trump, you know, disapproval rating on gas prices around this area, the percentage blaming him for the increase in gas prices around this area. But when you break it down by party, this is where it gets, oh my. You know, this is a Republican base that has been infatuated with Donald Trump for years. But even here, blame Trump for rising gas prices. 55%, a majority of Republicans blame Donald Trump for gas prices. That is the highest ever blame for gas prices from one's own party. Then you see 82% of independents. That's the highest percentage who blame the President of the United States among independents. Not much of a surprise, 95% of Democrats, but majority.
Just to keep it a buck, I blame Donald Trump for the gas prices. I blame him. I blame him for the prices. The Strait of Hormuz, however you say it, is directly tied to gas prices. Duh. That's what the whole fight is about. So the prices are going to fluctuate a lot because that's the fight that he brought to them. Trump did that. So now that we're done playing the blame game, okay, I don't care about anything else. Like, what's the point of, we gave him the blame game. Is he going to fix it? When will he fix it? Will it be fixed once he's done with Iran? Do we have to trust the process and just believe that everything is going to go great with Iran in the Strait? And then we will be back cooking the way we was? Who knows? But this is what happens when you have a president in office. Like, but just keep it the same. Like, keep that same energy. Keep the same energy. Because it seems like some presidents don't get blamed at all. Some presidents get blamed for everything. That's the problem that I have. I blame Trump for the gas prices. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Here's a video that talks about hold on one second. I got to show this to you guys. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for y'all, man. It is what it is. I just think that it should be fair across the board, but there's no such thing. There's really no such thing. It's fair across the board. Like, so let me grow the hell up, first of all.
Put up on the screen, if you will, the economic facts. Dow Jones, S&P hit a record high. GDP is stunning 4.3%. Labor market is very strong. Wages up, outpacing inflation, and prices. Gasoline way down in some states, actually under $2. Trade deficit a 5-year low.
Yo, these are good numbers that nobody's talking about. When I was on a panel just recently, and there was a couple of Democrats on the panel who called themselves independents or progressives so that they not be referred to as Democrat anymore because that's a dirty word, I guess. And we also had another conservative on the panel who considers himself, well, he don't consider himself a rhino, but he sound like a rhino. He sound like the biggest rhino I ever met. But he said that the economy was not doing good. He said that GDP was not on point or on pace to be a positive. Inflation is down to 2.7%. Gasoline prices, although they're rising, are down $2.84 from other presidents. Trade deficit has hit a 5-year low. So how come MSNBC is not reporting it this way?
So, given all of that, Katie, why do polls still show that Americans are economically unhappy? And in fact, I looked at the most recent Fox News poll. A large majority, 72%, rate economic conditions negatively. Is it just that perception is still trying to catch up with reality?
Well, I'm out here in California, and I'll say one thing is that blue states are not experiencing the same Trump golden boom that the rest of the country is. Our gas prices are soaring. Our taxes are soaring. Our egg prices are the highest in the country. There's only so much President Trump can do for the United States. And if you don't have governors like Gavin Newsom who want to give affordability to their citizens, often we're shielded from a lot of these policies. However, when I go to neighboring states, it's much cheaper. But I do think one thing remains, that the Democrats continue the narrative, and it's an age-old saying, are you going to believe me or your lying eyes? What is happening is we all are actually experiencing economic growth, and people are traveling at historic rates, and the consumer index is increasing, and this was the most historic spending we've seen over the holiday season. So we can't deny the facts, yet a lot of us in blue states aren't experiencing the fullness of it.
Yep. You're not going to hear anything objective coming from both sides at all. You're just going to hear very one-sided information that makes either the president look good, or you're going to hear information that makes the president look bad. For me, I just want to know the truth. I want to know the truth so we can discuss the truth and hopefully make things happen from the truth alone. For real. That's how I feel about it. Elon Musk reposted this and is at 28 million views. So I want to show it to you guys. It's Marco Rubio with his big ass ears. Marco Rubio got the biggest ears in government right now. I think that should go down as, I don't know if his ears is bigger than Chuck Schumer's ears, but I believe that he has the biggest ears in the government. Like, for real, he hears everything. I'm sure he hears what I'm saying right now. I'm certain. I'm like, could you imagine how much he has to meditate so he is not bombarded by the sound of everybody's voice in the world? Because this brother has satellites.
For America at a time such as this?
My hope for America?
And how do you personally
been.
deal with that?
Yeah, look, I mean, my hope for America is what it's always been. I think it's the hope I hope we all share. We want it to continue to be the place where anyone from anywhere can achieve anything, where you're not limited by the circumstances of your birth, by the color of your skin, by your ethnicity, but frankly, it's a place where you are able to overcome challenges and achieve your full potential. I think that should be the goal of every country in the world, frankly, but I think in the U.S., we're not perfect. Our history is not one of perfection, but it's still better than anybody else's history. And ours is a story of perpetual improvement. Each generation has left the next generation of Americans freer, more prosperous, safer, and that is our goal as well. But it is a unique and exceptional country, and as we come upon this 250-year anniversary, I think we have a lot to learn and be proud of in our history. It is one of perpetual and continuous improvement, where each generation has done its part to bring us closer to fulfilling the vision that the founders of this country had upon its founding. So, thank you.
That's a very positive way of seeing it. It's a very positive way of seeing it, and I'm certain that no Democrat would agree with anything that he just now said. And it's not because what he's saying is untrue, is what he's saying lacks the other side's point of view. And when you communicate in a way that lacks the other side's point of view, it seems as if you're just saying that our president is perfect, our country is perfect, and so are the citizens in it. The voters are perfect, and that's not the case at all. But I am glad that he is pointing out the positives, but his face says something else. His face doesn't reek of positivity. He's there to explain a side to reporters who are already leaning to the opposite end. Yeah, I said y'all will vote for Rubio for president. I don't know enough about him to vote for him for president, so I don't know if I'll vote for him for president. Yeah, I said y'all will vote for him over J.D. Vance. Well, let me see if you're racist. Would you vote for Michelle Obama? Exactly. If you don't vote for Michelle Obama for a president, then that just means that you're racist. Another thing. So food deserts are already, certain neighborhoods don't receive the same amount of benefits. Y'all said, hell nah. That's racist, man. Y'all wouldn't vote for Michelle Obama. That's racist. So certain neighborhoods don't receive the same amount of benefits, same amount of resources. Poor neighborhoods don't receive the same resources as rich neighborhoods. Why? Because businesses go into business to make money. They want to provide a service, but they also want to make money. Well, certain neighborhoods and certain communities are losing their pharmacies, they're losing their grocery stores, they're losing convenience stores, they're losing many different stores. And the reason why is because the citizens in that area are doing nothing but stealing from these stores. Well, Walgreens is the latest store to say, you know what, screw this, we're leaving. I don't know if y'all have seen this already, but I got to show this to y'all. Walgreens is leaving, but I want y'all to hear what this lady says about Walgreens leaving. Check this out.
This place isn't just a store on this corner. This place is a lifeline for many people in this community. And for them to just say they're just going to leave like that and leave us with nothing is unacceptable. This Walgreens has been here for decades, and for decades, the people in this community have been patronizing this place. And for you guys to just leave us like this is very unacceptable. It's unacceptable to these children that they can't get the things that they need from a place like this. And then you're going to leave us destitute and in a desert. This place isn't just a store on this corner. This place is a lifeline for many people in this community.
Nobody cares about what the community needs if the community is going to poop on the resources that are provided to it for when it needs something. The CVS in Eastover Shopping Center, which is in Maryland, but is right across the street from DC, is not considered the safest place to shop. But the neighbors, the people in that area, that's where they shop. They walk to the store, they drive to the store. All the stores that they need are down there. But the one pharmacy that was there was a CVS pharmacy. Right there on the corner. It was big. It was there since I grew up around there. And I'm 48. I just turned 48 in March. And we moved from around there when we were like 15, 16 years old. And that CVS pharmacy has been around there, has been providing for everybody the medicines they need, the convenient items that they need, everything. But these companies can only take but so much. How many times how much money do you want them to lose from people stealing out the store, from people breaking their windows and trying to rob them? How much money do you think that they should lose before they just decide business is not good here? That's what happened with the Walgreens. At some point, Walmart, these shoe stores that open up and we see like 10, 15 youngins running up in it, just grabbing shirts and hats and shoes and running out. How often do you think they're going to allow that to happen before they say, you know what, we're going to get another location. We're going to move in another location. They're already looking to sell their property. They're already looking to relocate. And the only reason why a lot of these people don't relocate is because it's too expensive. So if anything, I'm happy that Walgreens was able to relocate. Because then this lady get up there and just start complaining, talking about the kids need it. Okay, if they needed it so much, then why didn't you and all of the adults do what you had to do to make sure that they were safe enough or being provided for the same way you was? So now they're gone. So cry me a river. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Right here at the 7-Eleven. I got other.
And here's the original conversation, guys. I have to show this to you. I was looking for it. And I found it. So I got to show it to you. I know I said I was going to show it to you. I got to show it to you, man. I got to. Until we get it, I'm going to pull it up in a minute. But until we do, I'm going to show y'all this right here. This came from Benny Johnson.
Call you racist, and that game's over now.
Newsflash, it is not 1964 anymore in America. And while the left doesn't want to admit that people like me exist, that people like John James exist, people like Byron Burgess Owens, who is a United States congressman in Utah, and last I checked, I don't think there's very many black people in Utah. We have come a long way in this country. And the fact that the four of us represent white majority districts means that we are, as I always say, being judged not by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. And then what these liberals are trying to do is to keep minority groups and keep black and brown people on the Democrat plantation by saying that the only way you can have anything in this country is if we give it to you, if we draw you a district with all minorities in it that will ensure that you have a minority in that seat. How about this? I got an idea for you. Be a good candidate, work hard, serve this country. You may not always win, but at least put your name on a ballot and then let the people choose between who they want to see to be their leader in those congressional districts. And you would be surprised that people could really care less about the color of one's skin. It's time to put up our best and brightest, regardless of what your race is. And what we have are a lot of black people, especially on the Democrat side, that are simply there because their entire districts are minorities, and they're proud of that. And see, what I want to talk about is the progress that we have made from 1964 to 2026.
The thing is, brother, you don't speak for the same people that they want you to speak for. Like, you being black does not represent black community in their eyes. Representing black community in their eyes mean that you're black and you're Democrat. You're black and you're conservative. So you are not the representation that they need. Why do you believe that President Obama stood by a white woman over a black woman in Georgia for governor? It's because black skin is not the same as being a black Democrat. You got to be a black Democrat. If you're not, it's not the same. It's not. They don't give you any credit at all. They talk about you because you sound like a conservative, you look like a conservative. According to them, you married like a conservative black person. So it's a whole bunch of things here that's red flags to the black community, who usually vote upwards of 80+% Democrat each time without fail. You don't match their qualifications. You don't match what they're looking for. If there was an application that you have to fill out to work for the black community, you would not get the job, no matter how many accomplishments you have, no matter how far you've gone, no matter how intelligent you are. Bro, you are the conservative black person that they hate. They hate the black conservative more than they hate the white man, period. And we know that the black community does not like the white man at all. And that's what Chud the Builder is getting his following from, because he knows that the black people don't like white people. That's why black people pick on white people every now and again in certain areas. And because that's just, I think it's acceptable. It's ridiculous. So there you have that. I know that he's a qualified veteran that has done a lot of things. His resume has been impeccable. He's worked for some of the best companies in the world. He's run for office. He has won. He has a bunch of black friends, black counterparts who represent our country very proudly, both as politicians or as veterans of our military forces. But he does not meet the qualifications of a black man that will be respected in the black community. And it just is what it is. So yeah. And I get it. He's on he does not check the box for the black person to speak for black people. He don't. Dave Chappelle checks that box. Michelle Obama checks that box. A bunch of other black people who are Democrats check that box. But when you're black and you represent the least of black people who are conservatives, then you don't qualify to speak for the most of black people, which are Democrats. Hopefully you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I'm just trying to let y'all know what it is, because that's exactly what it is. Right? People don't care. They don't care if he is black or not. They care more about him having a white wife than anything. They care more about Byron Donalds having a white wife. They care more about when they see President Trump pick his cabin and they don't see a bunch of black people standing beside President Trump. They initially laugh and point fingers at the black people who support MAGA, because they're like, see, he took advantage of you. He don't care for black people. He don't care for you. And in order for you to fit in, you had to cut your mustache off, get you a white woman, and then you were accepted. You had to walk away from the Democrat Party and accept conservatism as the main way to rule our great nation. When you do that, you're not considered a threat anymore. You're considered an ally of the wrong side. And black people deem you as an enemy once that happens. That's exactly how black people look at black conservatives today. And they definitely look at Willie Hunt that way, Byron Donalds that way, Tim Scott that way, Candace Owens that way. The list goes on. Brandon Tatum, you name it. You name it. They will first look at, who are you married to? White. Okay, you got a white husband, white wife. It doesn't matter when Kamala gets a white husband. It don't. She's Democrat. You can do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter when Don Lemons get a white husband. It don't matter. You're doing what we want you to do. It don't matter when anybody on that side gets a white wife or white husband. It don't matter. Ilhan Omar can get on TV every single day and express her disdain and hate for white men. Every day she can do that. They will completely ignore the fact that she has a white husband. Completely ignore it. They don't care, because the white husbands are a part of it too. They know it's your job to go against white people. So they're going to say, man, go out there and talk stuff about us. Do what you gotta do. Say what you gotta say. We don't care. So shout out to Ilhan Omar, Kamala, and all these other fake ass people who know the game and they're playing us. They're playing us, bro. All right, so this was the extended conversation that I was trying to find for you all. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Y'all let me know what y'all think and try to lock into what they're talking about. And I want to see if your takeaway is the same as mine.
I'm like,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. I just got a guy chipping out on me right here at the gas station.
I just want to go viral because I'm liking to carry too.
I mean, it's whatever. These guys might shoot me before you get here. That's all I'm saying. You know how these niggers are.
I'm just recording them. Train lane. He said I'm chipping out.
I'm right here at the 7-Eleven. I got other people.
I don't get offended by it.
Yeah, because there's a spectacle happening. There's a guy filming, and they know who I am. I'm a famous person. That's why the other guy.
Tell them what you do.
That's why the other guy smacked my phone out of my hand. I would like to file a police report.
Tell them copies like their name.
There's literally a metro right
Call
here.
like
Just a
their
second
name.
ago.
Tell them the truth.
All right, what are you chimping out about?
Bro, I don't get offended about getting called a chimp. But it's like the stuff you do is kind of like cowardice, bro.
What's cowardice about it? I'm in your face calling you a nigger.
That doesn't offend me.
Yeah,
because you
care.
can't treat me like one.
Yeah, well, I just
You're like the carry and I am. So it can go either way.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you got it's even
and we're all in America. And we're all even. You can
I'm not
say what
offended
you
though.
want. I can say, well then shake my hand then.
I will.
You're real men then.
Yeah.
That's all we want. We want people to act like real men.
We have to realize how far not to take it because of course if this goes down, who you think is going to win?
What goes down?
If anything was to go down, who you think will win? Versus
what
you.
Going down, what does that mean?
If anything was to happen,
You're being a cordial American.
Whose side is the word going to take?
Bring it down a little bit.
Alright, you're right. Whose side would
You're being a cordial American and so am I.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like the stuff that you do, right?
Not everybody will be violent toward Chud the Builder. But some people will try to have conversations with him to see where his head is. But Chud the Builder believes that everything he does is right. He believes that what I'm doing is correct. You are a real man if you accept my rules. If you shake my hand and you accept my rules, then you're a real man. If you try to buck whatever it is that I stand for, then you're not a real man. And that's his issue right there. I will just say this, man. If you know Chud, tap him on the shoulder and tell him to listen more, to understand exactly what he's doing. Because if he don't, we're going to have another issue. We're going to have another issue. We are. And something that y'all don't know is whenever he speaks, he says that I'm famous. Everyone knows me. He love it when he runs up to people and they know who he is, whether it's for good or bad. Infamy is the reason why Kanye West is who Kanye West is. Infamy is deemed more important than fame at this point. Infamy is the reason why Charleston White is who he is. Infamy, going against everything, trying to be the underdog, trying to be hated, going out of your way to be hated, because you realize that negative negativity goes much further than positivity. If I was to tell you something positive about me right now, most of you won't go telling anybody. If I was to tell you something that was negative, something that would make me look bad, that you know other people don't know yet, that will spread faster. Negative news spreads faster than positive, and he knows this. So he's willing to be on the negative side. The same way ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, Newsmax, all of these news channels, they understand it too. They're going to get their biggest numbers when they report something negative versus reporting something positive. They always get their biggest numbers when they report something negative. Always. Always. That's why they love Trump so much. They act like they hate him, but they love him because he's good for their numbers. He's good for their numbers, and being good for their numbers is good for their pocketbooks. So as long as we understand that and we are woke and we actually understand what's going on, then we will be good. But then that leaves the responsibility up to us to go out there and educate people. And we can't be on either side arguing and bitching and moaning as if we're one of these minions that don't have a leveled understanding of what's going on. We have to be mature. We have to be that light in the darkness. It just is what it is. So yeah. So y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know, man. I really appreciate y'all pulling up and being a part of the live stream today. For anybody that's considering doing content creation, reach out to me with the word coach and let's get it popping. I can tell you some things that have worked for some people. I can tell you some things that have not. If you need more of a close relationship and you need to make sure that somebody stands over your shoulder and show you exactly what to do, or either do it for you, then reach out to me and let me know what type of time you're on and we can talk about it. Other than that, I thoroughly appreciate you guys being with me this morning and being part of the stream. And we've been here for that's not 2 hours. That's not 2 hours. Been here longer than 2 hours. Jesus. Been here since I think we went live at 10:10. Jesus, 2.5 hours. So yeah. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. Thank y'all so much for being dope. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button if you haven't already to try to push the video a little bit more. I think we capped at like 160 people in here. Let YouTube know to leave your boy alone. Say, man, leave my man alone, bro. Like, open up the floodgates so that so that Van could actually cook. Other than that, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. Continue to pray for one another. Pray for me and my family. I appreciate it. And I thank you in advance for all the prayers and kind words and thoughts that you've sent my way for my own stability. I really appreciate it. You guys are dope. And I couldn't ask for better support. All of my blues and my greens, thank y'all extra thanks for my blues and my greens. Y'all are dope. And I will see you guys on the next one. Do not skip the commercial. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.